Hello everyone, welcome to very interesting video related to mathematics for everyone. And in this video we are going to discuss some interesting and useful mathematical signs and abbreviation. So I already have written the signs, and now we are going to write down their abbreviations. So let's start the video and start writing the abbreviations for every sign. So these are actually the basic signs of mathematics everyone should know. Let's start with the very basic, what we call it. This is known as, you can call it either plus or positive sign, right? Let's use a different color. Let me choose a unique and different color. So okay, I guess blue will be good. But we call this plus or positive, and this one is minus or negative, right? And what do we call this one? This one is known as, this means plus or minus. Either it will be plus or either it will be minus, and this means either it will be minus or plus. What this means? This means equal to, or you can either say equals, and this means not equal to, and this means greater than. And what does this mean? This means less than. What does this mean? This means either equal to or greater than. We call it equal to or greater than. Okay, either you can denote it by this sign or this sign. Both means equal to or greater than, and this means equal to or less than something. This means multiply. This means multiply, or this means or this means by. This sign means three things: multiply, or by. And this means this means multiply by something, right? And this means divide by something, divide by. And you can represent multiply by a dot. I hope you know that. We can either show the multiplication by this, or maybe you can represent it by a dot. Let me use the black color for it. You can represent it by a dot. Okay, and divide, for divide you can either use this sign or either you can use a slash. This also means divide. Okay, so let's use a comma here. For multiplication you can use either this or either this, and for division either this or either this. Got it? And then next one, what does this mean? This means any angle. Okay, you can say any angle. And what does this mean? If you see this sign anywhere, this means this shows or represents right angle or 90-degree angle, right? And what does this shows? This means perpendicular to something. Perpendicular to. Okay, perpendicular to something. And what this means? This means since or because. Since or because. If the dot comes at the top, what does this mean? If the dot comes at the bottom, 2 dots above and 1 dot below, that means since and because. If 1 dot is above and 2 dots are below, that means therefore, hence. Hence or therefore. Getting it? And what does this mean? The first one is known as parenthesis, and second symbol shows brackets. And what does this mean? This means, let's take an example like this is to this is to, and this means so on, and then the next double dot means to or proportion. Proportion, and then got it. So before this double dot is to, the first number will be is to, so on, and then to proportion. Let's take an example. For example, we have some numbers like this: 2 ratio 4, proportion 3 ratio 6. Then what does this mean? This means 2 is to 4 as 3 is to 6. Got it? And the next symbol shows, this represents ratio, or it also shows division. Divided by something, right? Let's move to the other. What does this mean? This means n represents any number n degrees. Okay. For example, like if there, let's say we have 30 degrees. This is n showing degrees, right? What does this means? The next one, this means n minutes. And what does this shows? This symbol means n seconds, and this one is important. What does this mean? This either means triangle or it means delta, or it also shows the difference of anything. What is the next symbol? This symbol means infinity, right? And this symbol means parallel. These symbols mean not parallel to anything. This means parallel to anything. This means square root, and this means cube root. And this symbol shows sum of finite quantities, and this symbol shows means phi. We call it phi and we call it theta. These both symbols represent any angle. Okay, these two both represents same thing. They both represent any angle. Okay, and the next one, this means pi, and its value is 3.28. What does this symbol shows? This symbol means varies as. If something is varying, changing, varies as, or also we can call it proportional to something. Okay, and what does this means? This means a sub 1 comma a sub 2. A sub 1, and the second term shows a sub 2. And what does this mean? This means a squared comma a is cubed, right? What does this mean? This means a raised to the power of n. Got it? So these were some important mathematical signs and their abbreviations. Got it? I think that's enough. And one more thing we need to mention here about the ratio. This means ratio or divided by. Let's take an example. Like if we have an example like 2:4. What does this mean? This means ratio of 2 to 4. Okay, either you can write it which is equal to 2 divided by 4. This is the same thing. So that's it. These were some important mathematical signs and their abbreviations which we use in our daily application of mathematics. especially for the beginners. So that's it for now. Goodbye and see you guys in next video. Till then, goodbye.